Hey, greetings everybody. It's GleeCon back at you again with another episode of Lore of Warcraft. On our last episode, we looked at the Burning Blade as an institution in Dungeons & Dragons and World of Warcraft from Bran Bronzebeard's perspective. Definitely we solved that mystery. Now it depicted it really as primarily an orcish organization that sought the glory days of when the orcs and the warlocks were together. We've seen goblins, and in our book, it was definitely depicted more than just that. So I'm not sure if that was a simplification due, like, on the part of the people that wrote this Lands of Mystery, or not. We've also been playing through every starting zone in Classic. We finished that, and now we're going to look at every capital of each of the races. We're going to start by revisiting Arator. We haven't been with him in a little while, our human paladin, and he's going to take us through Stormwind. We may end up doing a quest or two, and I just noticed he's the only one that is only at level 10. So the humans then go to Westfall. So after we walk around and explore, but this is going to be a full-on exploration of Stormwind. I really probably should have gone ahead and taken him up to the gates, but okie dokie. We don't have mining, so that's something that really slowed us down. My skills, my job, did not really improve at all because I'm not going to read that person's name out loud, but we never learned it, so we had to explore our whole starting region. Hopefully we can catch up and learn Westfall. Unfortunately, I really felt like, yeah, so our blacksmithing, we got nothing. Whereas our warrior, we were able to jump from go. So this was maybe not the best. I do have a couple pieces of ore I can get going with, but yeah, we are going to have to seriously... if I get stuck too much with it as a job, I might have to go back and see what's what. But there's also a solid chance that Westfall is going to have ore throughout it. There's Kira Songshine, the traveling baker. We're going to ignore her. So the way this is going to go, we're going to go through, we're going to talk about any comments, any things we notice, and we're going to talk to as many possible NPCs in every district that we can throughout Stormwind. So we'll start with the trade district, and maybe we'll just kind of take a lap around. Let me see here. Okay, so there's Stormwind Keep. So I think maybe what we'll do is we will hit the trade district. We'll kind of make a lap around this way, hitting up Stormwind Keep and finishing up with Old Town before we're ready to go. Even though I would kind of like to finish up with it. Maybe we'll do that, actually. Maybe we'll start with Old Town. And then we will, we're not even going to talk to the guards and figure out where we're at. We're just going to look. So, we are now fully in, we're starting in the Valley of Heroes. Interesting. So this is the heroes that we've read about in our books. And look, they even have little signs on their name. There's Curdran Wildhammer. He is one of the heroes of the Second War and many of our books. Who do we have here? Danath Trollbane. He was the human guy we got to control from Warcraft 2 as well. Oh, the infamous Archmage Khadgar disappeared, gone. Ranger Captain Illyria Windrunner also disappeared and gone. As is behind here, you can see General Turalian. So that's pretty cool. He's got a broken sword. That might be Lothar's broken sword that he's holding. Okay, so we also have General Marcus Jonathan. He's the High Commander of the Stormwind Defense, and I think he's there, really, just to stop PvP invasions. There's Major Mattingly, also maybe coming in to help out where needed, and Field Marshal Stonebridge. So I don't know if those people actually play a role, have a job, or if they're just there to be the first line of defense in case there was a true raid on this capital by the Horde. Okay, so that's the Valley of Heroes, and now we're entering the Trade District, where we're going to kind of run around to our different shops and look at everything in a sort of a clockwise fashion. So, we have the Stormwind's Visitor Center. Let's start there. That sounds appropriate. As we walk in, we have Aldwin Lachlan. He is the Guild Master. Welcome to the Stormwind Guild Registry offices. What can I help you with today? You can ask him how to form a guild. So you can purchase a guild charter. It only costs 10 silver. I'm not doing that right now. Or register, but it says you don't have an arena team charter. So interesting. So maybe I would have to have the guild all signed up.
You need something?
We also have the tabard vendor here, Rebecca Lachlan, the guessing wife, maybe daughter. Welcome to the Stormwind Guild Registry offices. What can I help you with today? So we could buy a guild tabard, generic because we're not in a build, or we could play around and create a guild crest. Obviously, the butterfly bee crest is gold.
Safe
10
travels.
gold to do that. We're not doing that. Okay, if we go upstairs in the visitor center, we can also find, I don't know, nothing else. So nowadays, what do we know that's majorly different there? You can buy a lot more cool things rather than just a tabard. Okay, so these are the Silverwing emissaries from the Silverwing Sentinels. Thomas Miller's a baker. I don't know if he has anything for sale.
What can I do for you?
He does. Just browsing my wares, or is there something specific I can help you find today? He sells us all kinds of bread and pies. Not interested in that. Paladin, we are not ashamed to say that we are in need of all the assistance that we can get in our fight at Warsong Gulch. There is greater honor to be had now than at any time in the past. As well, the Silverwing... Oh, if you so choose to lend us your skills. As well, the Silverwing Sentinels are sure to look more favorably upon your efforts on our behalf. We join the battle. So you can say that, and I guess I'm big enough that I could join a Warsong Gulch battle. We're going to look at that later.
Peace be with you.
Okay? We are not joining that. We will perhaps do some PvP just for fun on a different video at some point. So let's look at Trius's cheese.
Hello.
There's Ben Trius, the apprentice of cheese. Best deals in all the Stormwind, my friend. Won't find any better. Now what can I help you with? And he sells cheese, water, milk, and other drinks to go with your cheese.
I supply only the finest goods.
This is Elaine Trius, the mistress of cheese. Best deals in all of Stormwind, my friend. Won't find any better. Now what can I help you with? So she just sells cheese because
See you later.
she is the mistress of cheese. That is a hard-earned title. And meanwhile, Ellingtrius, the master of cheese, is chilling up front, drinking alone. Because he prefers to be by himself. Alright, so there is someone else just hopping and bopping. Alright, so there's Pestil's Apothecary. Renato Galena. Looks like,
How
kind of
are
like
you?
a town crier. Oh, he has a quest for us. Hey, mister, you look like a paladin with discerning tastes in wine. I have a favor to ask, and I think I can make an offer you can't refuse. Forget about it. Forget about it. Wine shop advert. If you talk to anyone... I'm switching it to like The Godfather. Forget about it. If you talk to anyone about wine, then you know we Galenas sell the best wine in Stormwind. And we're not far, still in the trade district along the city's lovely canals. Here, take this pamphlet. Bring it to my sister Suzette at our shop for a complimentary bottle of our famous Pinot Noir. You
See you
won't
later.
regret it. Okay, awesome. So I wonder if that was not showing up because, oopsie, we are not showing, yeah, we want trivial quests on there as well. I like to have that included. That's going to help with our lore master stuff. All right, so if we pop in here to, what was this? This is the apothecary.
Well met.
Kyra Boucher is the reagent vendor. Best. She says the same thing. So if I see this line, best deals in all Stormwind, I'm going to skip it. She sells, I think this is like enchanting stuff. I'm not sure. Berries. Yeah, we saw the other person at the top of the tower, Bezor, also
What are you
sells
looking
it.
for?
Keldrick Boucher sells the same things. And they also sell vials. I could buy a couple potions, but I'm not blowing my silver on that.
The Alliance.
Morgan Pestle.
Good day to you.
Oh, a shipment from my brother. Splendid. Fortune truly shines on me today. Here is your payment. While you're here, take a look around. I'm sure we have a potion or other trinket you might find useful. All right, I don't care about that. The lion strength sounds good, as does the armor. I'd rather... I'm taking the oil of Olaf because you get 5 of them.
See you around.
And that is going to be not helpful. Yes, it is. So let's take this oil of Olaf and keep it. Cool. Anything else up here? No. Did he have anything? I feel like they've expanded these areas too. So that was it. He didn't give us anything else to do necessarily. So I'm gonna kind of wrap in this alley, work my way around, and then talk to these people, and then work my way back over here. So we're going to fully complete this little area. There's more of those Silverwing emissaries. They're pretty popular. This nowadays, that building is the auction house, so that does not exist. This is Officer Maloof, Stormwind Commendations. Greetings, Paladin. I am a commendation officer acting on behalf of Stormwind. It is my duty to assist adventurers who have received Alliance commendation signets. I accept signets in different quantities, but the most beneficial exchange for you is to hand in a set of 10 at once. I will enter your deeds into our records when you hand in your signets. As a result, you will earn recognition from Stormwind for your duty and service. I think this is for...
Light bless you.
That's for PvP. Alright, so we have actually... Oh, look at this. Okay. So I've got these things that I was learning about. I don't care about that. Okay, so this can dip. I don't care. I don't have a rocket launcher. I might just toss it, sell it. I need higher level blacksmithing. Copper chain vest. Oh, I can sell one of those. I didn't realize that. Okay. I got some stuff to do. This guy. Alright, now this is the bank. It looks a little different than it does now. It's a deeper. That entrance is deeper. But let's go ahead and figure out the bank here. Jonathan Burnside is a banker.
King's honor, friend.
Welcome to the Bank of Stormwind. We offer financial accounts and safety deposit boxes for valuable items. Do you already have an account with us, sir? I would like to check my deposit box. So, look, there's no reagent tabs, but what can we do? Like, I don't know that I need the malachite. Let's stash that. I'm going to take one of these copper vest plans and put them to the side. What can I really do with that? I think everything else is actually pretty chill for now. You know what? Let's take the rocket cluster and put it away. I doubt I'll need it. And we also have Olivia Burnside and Newton Burnside. So these are all the bankers. My guess here, we'll talk to one of them. My guess is they all say the same thing. I'm not waiting in that rope line.
How are you?
Yeah. Okay.
Have a good
So
one.
cool. I like how there's like a little rope thing that takes you there. I don't know. I don't think any of that's there. So they've definitely revamped the bank. It doesn't quite look like that. All right. There's the Gilded Rose. This is. Let's go ahead. Oh, look at these kids running. Donna, William, Janie, and Ship. Okay, so in here, this is Innkeeper Allison. Welcome to my inn, weary traveler. What can I do for you? So she sells a variety of little things. We're going to go ahead and sell that. Only 25 silver. It's hot garbage. Okay. She doesn't sell it that much, just drinks.
I buy and trade.
And we're going to go ahead and make this our home.
Friend.
It's nice to have Stormwind as our home, although I might change that when we're out on the road. You go upstairs in the inn. This is the inn in retail that I like to use most when I am an Alliance person. So we have a bedroom. I'm tempted to jump on the bed. Smaller bedroom. So we have an elite bedroom, I guess, a high-priced bedroom, and we have a boring one. So far, nothing too interesting, really, honestly. Some curiosities, some curious things. Okay, we will explore the Mage Quarter later. The Empty Quiver. This is probably a Bow and Arrow Merchant Frederick Stover. And that is exactly what he sells. You can buy a fine short bow. And Lena Stover is a gun merchant. Notice they all say the same thing. Guns and ammo. Okay, neat. I don't use those as a paladin at all.
Safe travels.
I think paladin in the World of Warcraft board game is one of the only classes that can't use a ranged weapon. So that's another interesting little curio there. So, okay, we're going to ignore that for now. Who's this guy? Topper McNabb. All right. We're going to come and explore. Don't you worry. All right, so here we have two guys. Melrus Maligan, Captain of the Guard, and Justine Demalier, a Stormwind recruiter. Maybe that's PvP. What is this? Okay, so here we have a building. I don't even know what it is. Oh, this is the auction house. So the auction house is a thing. I don't think it existed Auctioneer Chilton and Fitch and Jackson. So there is an auction house. Does it have a sign that even says auction house? No, it's just like all sneaky, like a hole in the wall. Okay, that's where we wrapped around before. We could have come back in that alley. What's this? The Lionheart Armory. Hey guys. So there's Harlan Bagley.
Hello.
Ah, he has a quest. Harlan needs a resupply. We've been doing a lot of business lately. It seems like everyone is buying armor, sturdy clothes, almost like they expect a cold, harsh season ahead. Winter is coming. But those are future worries. My worry today is that I'm running out of knitted clothing to sell. I need another load from our supplier. If you can take this request to Remus Schneider at the Canal Tailor and Fit Shop, I'd be most grateful.
Have a good one.
So they're just giving us a little mini in-town.
What are you looking for?
Breadcrumbs. So Carla Granger is
See you around.
sells the
Need
cloth.
help?
Aldrich Moore sells the heavy.
Light
And I
bless
guess no leather. That's a different place. It's interesting that the tailor doesn't sell. And here we have Weller's Arsenal. There's a little stall. Oop, there goes the bells.
Step on up.
Marta Weller. Just browsing my wares. Is there something specific I can help you find today? Just browsing your wares, girl. Nothing interesting that I need.
Safe travels.
Wu
you.
Ping.
For you.
His voice is he doesn't necessarily sound like a Wu Ping, but I like how he's like a samurai. Have you come seeking training in the ways of armed combat? What can other... Oh, so he's a weapon master. Bullywhiff, the dwarven weapon master at the Timberland Arms and Ironforge, teaches fist weapons, guns, 1- and 2-handed axes, and 1- and 2-handed maces. Bixie Wobblebonk, the known weapon master at the Timberland Arms and Ironforge, teaches crossbow, daggers, and throwing weapons. Illyria Moonfire, the Night Elf weapon master, resides at the Warriors Terrace and Onassis, where she teaches bow, daggers, fist weapons, staff, and throwing weapons. Now, for me, I think I'm actually good. See, I could get 2-handed swords, but I don't want to pay 10 silver for that right now. Polearms would be cool too. I also,
The Alliance.
I'm fine. I'm liking the maces for him. I'm totally fine just sticking with maces. I'm going to be using a 2-handed weapon, but now I guess if I found something totally OP, I could revisit that idea. Alright, so peeking around here, that takes us to Old Town, which is actually where we're going to go quite soon. Before we go down there, let's look at these last shops on this side that we hadn't explored. That was the Gilded Rose. Oh, okay, we actually have done that. We just haven't come and hooked a right. Okay, cool. So, we have done all of those. This takes us to the Griffin Roost. This is the flight path of the town. Still in the basic same location as it is. I wonder if the trainer for riding is also located in here. Man, they've got those Silverwing emissaries everywhere ready to set you in the PvP. Gay police is here. This would be where you would learn how to fly.
Well met.
So, this is Dungar Long Drink. These great beasts no pass that you can find on foot. They'll get you that fast and maybe show you something new at the same time. So I could say
Go
I need
with
a
honor,
ride.
friend.
But I don't know any flight locations. Do they not have any in Goldshire? Okay. So, that's it. There's nothing in here. One dude, he serves no other. So there's no Griffin vendors, obviously, and there's no... Nothing other than, at least now I know that place is a flight path. I've talked to it, so now to try to find flight path. Now, do they show them on the map? They do show them right there, but there is not one here. So if I go over to Westfall, there is one there. That's the, look how much fewer there are. Significantly less. All right, so we have explored the trade district. Okay, we're going to do Old Town, and then we'll come back and then work our way around, because I think that's where these two are at, on the outside canal part. And then we'll come back over to the Mage Quarter. But first, let's check out Old Town. So we've mostly explored the trade district, which is really the densest, busiest one. Okay, so now we're at the canals, which I can do some fishing in. Speaking of doing the fishing, I'm going to come down this side. This normally would be where the fishing people are at. Interesting that that's not there anymore. Here's fragrant flowers, and this, I believe, is the stockade dungeon. What's in fragrant flowers?
Need help?
Alicia Gump. We're the only supplier of healthy flowers in all of Stormwind. We provide beautiful blooms for any occasion. That is exactly what she sells. Flowers.
Well met.
Bernard Gump is the other guy, and he sells also a few rando herbs.
Careful.
Okay. Upstairs, nothing. So they're not even herbalism trainers. They just legit sell flowers. Okay. Alright, so I am kind of curious as to what's in this dungeon. Can we go in there? Oh, you've clicked the flight master. Okay, I can't, it doesn't look like I can go through here. So maybe I'm not high enough level. Or maybe that's an exit, not an entrance. I don't know what the deal is, but I can't go into what looks to be the stockades yet. Okay, so now we're on the old town side of the bridge. This is a little interesting place. We'll come up the top of it and come... Excuse me. Come back around the canal side. Alright, so looking through here, what's this first building? The leatherworking. Randallworth.
Need help?
The journeyman leatherworking. I already know a lot about style. Now it's just a matter of mastering the techniques of working with leather. Good thing Simon's a real sport about helping me learn them. He's a journeyman leatherworker.
What can I
We
do?
have Varys Granger, the skinning trainer. Do I look like I have time and energy to call every tourist that wanders through my door? Tell me what you need and make it quick.
Safe travels.
I supply
Leather armor
only the
merchant.
Finest goods.
Showman Griffith. He's now we're into leather.
Looking for
Alyssa
something
Griffith is the bag vendor. Gosh, one of these days I'll buy some bags.
Farewell. What can I do for
Leatherworking
you?
supplies, what you need to basically the trade supply stuff. And here's Simon Tanner, the expert leatherworker. Randall's a bit of a dandy, but he's dependable, which is more than I can say for a lot of students I take on. Still, guess I can't blame them for wanting a bit of adventure.
See you around.
Okay, so I guess if I became a leatherworker, they could train me up. Okay, so we now know where that is. Look at this dude on a horse, protective hide. Oh, I must have been on that sign. Level 54. Guard of trash. Okay. Let's find out what's out here. So this is the accessories quartermaster.
Hello.
Officer Arraign. It just costs gold. Insignia. Cape. So it's just cool armor. A treatise on military ranks. I am so tempted to buy that. It costs a silver. Okay,
Have a good one.
I'm buying it. What does it do? How many pages is this? Sure, let's just look at it while we walk. Oh, this is an officer's door? Advanced military Alliance military ranks. The officers: Grand Marshal, Field Marshal, Marshal Commander, Lieutenant Commander, Knight Champion, Knight Captain, Knight Lieutenant, Knight Enlisted, Sergeant Major, Master Sergeant, Sergeant Corporal, Private. Oh, is this PvP? You have to be a knight or higher in order to enter the Champion's Hall. Interesting. So, that's something we can't explore unless we do a little PvP. What follows are the military ranks of the Alliance, preceded by such information as is known for the races of the Horde. Each is presented in two sections, the officers and then the enlisted, with the ranks of each enlisted in descending order from highest to lowest. Long live the Alliance. So, Part 1, there's Grand Marshal, Field Marshal, Marshal Commander, Lieutenant Commander. Part 2, Knight Champion, Knight Captain, Knight Lieutenant, and Knight. Those are the officers to get in there. The enlisted, Sergeant Major, Master Sergeant, Sergeant Corporal, Private. And of the Horde, High Warlord, Warlord, General, Lieutenant General, Champion, Centurion, Legionnaire, Blood Guard, Stone Guard, with First Sergeant, Senior Sergeant, Sergeant, Grunt, and Scout. Interesting. I don't need that.
Can
Let
I
me
help
sell
you?
it back. At least get some of that back.
See you around.
Okay, here's the Osborne the Nightman
Hey
is
there.
the rogue trainer. I don't think you want to learn anything I can teach. I want to find a paladin
Safe
trainer to
travel.
help you out. Okay, this is SI7. Not good for us. We don't even have an Alliance rogue, so we won't be exploring SI7, which is unfortunate. Might have to bust one out just for some cool quests, but I really don't know how much they get into it. Jasper Fell is
Looking
the
for
shady
something
dealer.
specific?
Speak quietly with great care. The wrong word in these parts. Get your throat cut. What does he need? Okay, he sells rogue stuff. Yeah, stuff that you can use. Thieves' tools? What do you even use with some of this stuff? I'm interested in finding out with my rogue.
King's honor.
Lord
friend.
Tony Romano. I don't think you want to learn anything. Yeah, so he's at
For
the
the
same
Alliance.
as the other. So, interesting. Got some rogues. That's where the human rogues are at. There is Renzik the Shiv and Master Matthias Shaw. He is
Well
someone
met.
we will encounter a lot. Welcome to SI7 headquarters.
Go with honor, friend.
Kind of cool. Alright, let's go up this spiral staircase and find out what's at the top of the SI7 building. A box. Secretly, there's a dude in the box. And inside the dude, another box. Inside that box, another dude. Inside that dude, bones and like blood and stuff. I don't know. It's a tiny little dude. No arm. I gotta see it. Does he live up to his name? No. He does have arms. It's a misnomer. Horatio Montgomery, MD. In memory of my dear mentor, Horatio M. Montgomery, MD, healer, teacher, friend. 50 BTFT to 25 ATFT. I'm guessing that that's maybe like the, I don't know what that stands for. Before the something. The world is full of the sick and weary. It is our job as healers, nay, as men and women of medicine, to cleanse them all of the itis. HMMMD, PhD, JD, Grandmaster Farmer, Dancer Extraordinaire, Friend to the Animals. Either way, he lived about 75 years. Interesting. Doc Mixelpixel.
Pleased to meet you.
Can I help you?
Alrighty then.
I wish. SI7 is a unique little interesting part of Stormwind. Tempted to make a rogue just to play around with it. Well, we'll do is we'll look it up and just see what we're missing out on. Okay, this is probably going to be our biggest capital too. This is the command center. Interesting. So you go deep in there and you find a tower. And in this command center, what do we got? Master Wood. Okay. Above. Wu Shen.
What can I do for you?
I can tell just by the way you're standing there, no warrior. Why don't you go do something safe like read a book?
Hey
Light
there.
bless you.
Ilsa Corbin does the same
Be
thing.
careful.
And Ander
You need
Germain.
something?
They're all jerks. Jerks, everyone. I'm as good as any warrior. No, I'm crying. How dare they? My pants jingle just as much as theirs. My mum and daddy won't stand for this. I will tell on them if they ever come back from beyond the dark portal. And these look like training dummies. They do not look like I can use them. So we found the little warrior base. So rogues and warriors tucked away back here in the command center. Cool. Neato. And we've also got some PvP like captaincy going on. Okay. So continuing along. Yeah, the Champions Hall, which we can't go in. We're going to have to do something. Okay, limited immunity. This is probably an armor shop.
King's
Wilhelm
honor,
Strang, the male armor merchant.
friend. For the Alliance.
Greetings.
Osric Strang, maybe son, brother, something, I don't know.
Have a good one.
Same junk. I didn't even look at the second page, but I felt pretty confident it was going to be the same junk. Okay, this is Honest Blades.
Hey there.
Heinrich Stone. He literally just has
Have a good one.
daggers and one-handed swords and just a couple of them. This is a trash shop. He has more swords on display than actually types of swords he sells. How does that work? Officer Brady. Congrats on the retirement, bro. Alright, so I don't know. I forgot to look and see what this place is. Ooh, the Pig and Whistle Tavern. This is another good place if you want to set your Hearthstone. This place is good for cooking. So let's find out what we got here. Bartleby. Reese
What can I help you with?
Langston. Welcome to the Pig and Whistle. Grab a drink, my friend, and pull up a seat. The more the merrier. But no actual seats to pull up. That was Harry Burlgard and David Langston. Okay. Ellie Langston. She sells all kinds of drinks.
Farewell.
Now, in retail, this dude, yeah, Kendor
Good
Kabonka,
to you.
he has all of these recipes that you can buy. So that's good to know that he's still there. He sells basically the recipes you wouldn't otherwise be able to find. Oh, I can read the cloth request. To the Schneiders. Good day. I trust business in the Canal District is good. We are booming here in the Traders Square. We are in need of knitted cloth goods as our supply is all but depleted. Please send the standard load as soon as you are able. Good fortune, and I hope your son Thurman's studies progress well. Harlan Bagley. Alright, so it's cool, good to know. This is Stephen Ryback, the cooking trainer. I don't get too many cooks in here looking for trading, but I guess I could teach you something if you're ready. I'm gonna need some other stuff. And she's a cooking supplier. Erica Tate. She also sells a couple of those.
See you later.
I wish that I had... I mean, I'm going to need something. I got to get up to 50, which is basically what's... Because I have this recipe... No, then I could get the recipe for these long jaw mud snappers. But got to get my fishing up a little more. Brilliant small fish is... Really, that's what it is. I got to go fishing for more small fish. Which I could do that probably off camera if I wanted to. Alright, so if you're interested, that's where you get the cooking, that's where the business for cooking's at, and we'll probably be revisiting this place numerous times throughout to up our cooking recipes. Maybe off camera, maybe on. Heavy-handed weapons. Alright, here we have Garrick Cohen.
What can I do for you?
Sells those half a dozen heavy weapons. Upstairs. They've definitely slipped in... Oh, here's an actual... In front of the Pig and Whistle, there's also a mailbox. Jen Langston. Nikova Raskol. Alright, so we have done... Oh, the Silver Shield. I don't think we actually looked at that. If there's any... Oh, and here's the tailoring place. Bane's Boots. Specifically boots. Okay. So, these are the last two. Let's look in the boot store. Maida Thane, a cobbler. She does sell what she says, just shoes only.
Go with honor.
Weird. Like, why? Okay. And the Silver Shield, what do you just sell? Shields? Bruh? Brian Cross?
You need something?
Exactly that. Shields only. Okay. Interesting. They've really broke it down for us. Okay, so we're going to wrap up. Rather than going all the way around here, we're going to just kind of look at the canal side of Old Town and work our way back through. So this would be what takes us into Stormwind Keep. So I can see well enough from here. There's nothing we need to go down there for, and I'm not crossing over. So now we've explored all of Old Town. We're going to wrap up this road on the Trade District, and then do other quarters. Look at that. Okay. What store is this? Nothing. Just the shop front. I do think that, I mean, I think more or less we've got, like, some of the denser regions. The Dwarven District's pretty dense. I mean, I don't know. I think these areas are a little less dense. Those three. So, that brings us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 areas. So we're technically 2 out of 7 done, but just about. But I do think some of them will definitely go quicker than others, depending on what we find and for NPCs and stuff. Alright, so that's a path back in. This is the Canal Tailor and Fit Shop, which is where the guy wanted us to go to put in this request. Maybe, hopefully it's not like a back and forth and we can just drop it off.
Help you find
Elizabeth
something?
Schneider offers us all that.
Good day to you.
You bring word from Mr. Bagley? It says here that Harlan's business is booming. That's good news, but I wonder why people have need of all that armor. I've heard nothing of open war. Is there something the nobles aren't telling us? Well, thank you for bringing the request. Here's your payment, and I'll see to it that Harlan
See you around.
gets his supplies. Thank you. I am very happy that... Oh, she does have a request.
Hello.
Package for Thurman. My son Thurman is an apprentice at Larson's Closures in the Maze Quarter. He was in a hurry today and forgot his shears and needles. I know a great paladin like you must have important tasks at hand, but without his tools, Thurman can't do his apprentice work. Please, Arator. There's Corbett Schneider walking in. Can you take my son sewing to him? Larson's Clothes is one of the 2 clothing shops in the Mage's Quarter. It's one deeper in near the
Have a
Mage's
good
Tower.
one.
Alright. They'll do it. I'm a nice guy. Ah, here's our fishing person. Maybe I was wrong before. People just out there. Okay, so we've got a fishing
Need help?
supplier. Oh, she doesn't have... We already have... She doesn't have the long jaw mud snapper.
What can I do for you?
Now, we can learn journeyman fishing now. That did take a chunk of our
Safe
money,
travels.
but
Looking for something specific?
we've got that journeyman.
Careful.
Because we're level 10. We couldn't do that before because we weren't... I couldn't do it before because you have to be level 10 to get journeyman fishing for whatever reason. There's the Galena Winery, Vinelli. Last store in the trade quarter. Here's Roberto Pupelli Verbos. Sells all those. Julia Galena
You need something?
also sells stuff. She sells one less
I
thing
buy
than he
and
does.
trade.
Can you spot the difference? I don't know. Maybe the honeymead?
Greetings.
Greetings and welcome, master. Have you tried one of our fine wines? Ah, so you've seen Renato. Well, here you are, sir. Bottle of our special Pinot Noir.
Safe
Will not find
travels.
its equal in all Azeroth. So, I don't think any of them have any other quests. Thanks for the wine. I drank it. Yum, yum, yum. Because what's the... I mean, I guess I could have sold it. Okay, now we're going over, now that we've drank a bottle of wine, we're going to go over the bridge and go into the Mage District. Yeah, baby. That was good. It says I feel tipsy. We. Okay, so I'm going to come... Don't see anything over there. We're going to go... I'm going to hit the outside first, right here. So we do have this shop. This is an enchanting shop.
You need
Lucan
something?
Cordell, if you have what it takes, I'll be happy to show you the way.
How
See
are
you
you?
later.
Jasara Cordell is the enchanting supplies. Oh, I did. She did. We're not going to be an enchanter, but
See
she
you
did
later.
say something
Looking
about.
for something specific?
Oh, she changed what she said. Since the fall of Dalaran and the destruction of Quell the Lost, wares of this sort have been hard to come by. But Lucan Cordell and some of our other tradesmen have been doing a fine job filling orders with quality merchandise.
Have a good one.
Huh.
You need
Betty
some?
Quinn, medicine woman, journeyman enchanter. Hello, traveler. What brings me to your doorstep? I don't
Farewell.
want enchanting. I was just curious. All right, so that's where my Callie off camera will be coming here to learn a trade. Ah, here is the stockade. We will eventually be heading in here when we get high enough level. Cool, Warden Delwater. I'm not going to explore this too much, actually, because there's how you get in. You can actually see them ready to roll right there. Cool. Oh, they were everywhere. Injured stockade guards, just Nurse Lillian. What's off to the side here? Maybe another exit. So we will be going in there and doing that dungeon soon-ish, but I think it's actually kind of a higher level. Not quite ready for it yet. Alright, so that's it for this initial part of the... Oh, there's another building. What's this? Okay, this is just a room. What's this? Academy of Arts and Sciences, Mason McNadeer. Ah, here's a book. Here's some books. Archimon's Return, Mount Hyjal, Illidan's Gift. So these are things we could read. We're not going to do it right now. Aiden Gilroy is a master librarian who sells parchments and scrolls. I don't know what you need parchments for. Whoa, what's this in my bag? Oh, that's the sewing kit. And Acolyte Delis. That choir there, spitting straight bangers in our ears. Really feeling themselves. Pickies. The gnome. Okay, so now we're entering the mage quarter proper. We did the exterior mage quarter. Let's walk around and see how different it is. I'm sure it's much different. So in here there is a Duncan's Textiles. Here we have Lawrence Schneider. Life is like a carefully woven tapestry. Ashes, that's a kind of cool name. Duncan Cullen. He's just got... Oh, he's got leather as well. Alexandra Bolero. She kind of said the same thing about Quell the Lost. She also gives some unique tailoring patterns. And here's Giorgio Bolero, the artisan tailor. Yes, I've been running this shop for some time now. Business has been pretty good lately. A lot of new adventurers coming through.
Light bless you.
And upstairs we have
Hello.
Clavicus Navingham, the Alliance Cloth Quartermaster. Friend, Stormwind needs your assistance and your generosity. While once large stockpile of textiles have run critically low, Stormwind is now engaged in a multi-pronged effort to rebuild those stocks for the manufacture of textiles and bandages. Your donation of cloth would help Stormwind immensely, as well as earn the respect of the citizenry. So I think that is like, if you wanted to trade in your cloth for reputation, you could. I think that's the story there. Okay, here we have alchemy needs. We are not an alchemist. Eldraeth. Made by the finest craftsmen in all of Teldrassil. Carried by hand from Kalimdor to Azeroth as a sign of the growing alliance between the people of the Great Tree and the humans of this land. If there is anything you require, you have but to ask. So she's an herbalism supplier. Maria Lumiere sells alchemy supplies. She sells only the finest arcane
Light
gear.
bless you.
Telethir is the journeyman alchemist. Inshallah, brother. Have you any tidings from abroad? My heart yearns for news of Teldrassil. And Lylicia Nightbreeze is the expert alchemist. Shut inside this little house, I dream of joining the battles that rage outside the city walls. Still, duty compels me to share my knowledge with those who fight in my stead. For now. She's got like a potion in her hand, like she's gonna stab someone with it. Okay, so it's interesting that it's all straight night elves. Oh, and here's the Tanisa. I hope that your interruption is for a good cause. I was in the middle of some important work. Standing here, looking at these mushrooms. How freaking dare you? Here's Duncan's Textiles. Do we already go in there? Oopsie. Alright, so we're going to go wrapping around there. That's where that would be, in case you want to be an alchemist. I like how the mage quarter is like all gardeny. Alright, over here is the Blue Recluse. This is a tavern hotel for mages. Nice looking place, guys. Very similar to the other one. So we have Angus Stern, the head chef, but who won't talk to you. We have Stephen Lowen, also won't talk. And we have Joaquin Brendel.
Something?
Welcome to the Blue Recluse, where the magically inclined gather to blow off steam. No, not literally, of course. What can I get for you, sir? Nothing, I'm already tipsy, bruh. I drank a whole bottle of wine. Up here we just have an upper level. We also do have a way into their kitchens. We have Connor Rivers, the apprentice chef. Doesn't want to teach us anything. The food's probably worse here, and we have a cellar. So kind of like a redundant tavern, but sure. If you were a mage and you wanted to be able to hearth in and out of here, why not? Nowadays, I could see more of a use for it, because if you wanted to be able to hearth right next to the mage tower. Okay, and speaking of the mage tower, let's take a peek. Here's Archmage Malin. Let's take a peek at what's in the mage tower now. I have no idea, since you can't teleport to other continents, what's the point of this thing? Eric Lowen down there. Suzanne and Lizanne. Ah, Pierce, I fell. I was too distracted reading their names. I was hoping with these side little quests I would get to level 11, but I don't know that I will. Which is whatever, it's not a huge deal. Level 11 doesn't do anything for me. This is the Wizard's Sanctum. Okay. continue up. Oh. So this is High Sorcerer Endramoth. And can you go through this portal? I do. Whoa. Okay,
What
Elsharan,
brings you here?
the mage trainer. Well met, paladin. She's like a high elf. My advice to you is this. As you travel the world, be wary of magic, for it will burn the untrained. Maginor Dumas.
Well met. For
Okay.
the Alliance.
So they're really leaning into that untrained.
Well met.
Genia Cannon.
Farewell. Greetings.
Laraman Purdue. I do not believe you possess the mental acuity to grasp the nature of portal magic.
Be careful.
So she will... You can't use it. So I'm guessing this is where you would learn how to use portals as well. And eventually we know this will become like folded space-time, and this is where we can access portals to other continents and stuff. So that's cool. But for now, it's just like where the mages hang. Alright, this is Essential Components with Owen Vaughn,
Looking
a
for something
reagent
specific?
vendor. He sells that same stuff that we saw before.
Have a good
That's
one.
all that's in here. I don't know what that stuff is for. We'll find out as we play. I don't remember. They cut a lot of these like reagent kind of stuff out. Like you don't have to craft potions anymore. And I've never really mained a mage ever. We have a hatter
I supply
Evan
only
Larson.
the finest goods.
who sells hats.
Careful.
A
King's
robe
honor,
merchant who sells robes.
friend. Light
I am
blessing.
honored.
Expert tailor. Good day to you.
Be careful.
And here's Thurman Schneider. Are you here to buy clothes? Oh, blast! I thought forget my kit would free me from work. Now I guess I have to help the Larsons with their sewing. Oh well, fun will come later, I guess. Okay, so that was nice. No new quests on that. Cool. Alright, so let's curl around here and see what we have. How we doing? We come around through here. Okay. Nothing major. This is Stormwind Staves. So there's a little staves shop. There's a lot going on in Stormwind.
I buy and trade.
She sells wands. I think I need
How
that.
are you?
They sell staves. I think I need a wand for one of my characters. I can't remember who I'm gonna... Maybe it's gonna be my mage? I don't know if I just up and buy a wand or not, though. Okay, so we're about done with the mage quarter now. This nothing. Well, these shops are just here for looks. And I can leave. I don't think there's... What's that? Okay, maybe there's one though. We haven't been in this little plaza, and it looks like there's the slaughtered lamb. Whatever that is. Oh, maybe that's a warlock zone. I bet you it is. It says it's an inn.
Can I
Gerald
help you?
Moore, take my advice. Don't sit close to the shadows. Yeah, it's in
Have a good one.
quote unquote inn, but look how shady it is back here. It's at front. It's not really. This is really Warlock Haven. Mm-hmm. Master. Oh, Shadowweave Tailor. Jelaine Arol. Between light and dark, there is shadow. The shadows have powers you have yet to see. So if you want to spec, Zardeth of the Black Claw
Safe
with little sandal. The darkness does not embrace you, paladin. Cease your prattle and remove yourself from my sight. Begone, Ursula Deline.
Hello.
Spackle Thornberry. You're no warlock and I have no time for you. Begone.
Need help?
Emisset Voice.
Go
can I
with
do
honor,
for you?
friend.
Yes, paladin. Gakin the Darkbinder. So these are all
See you around.
warlock trainers. Shadowweave. Interesting. We can continue to go even deeper. So like a crypt of sorts. Looking real Forsaken-y down here. Okay. Connected crypt. We can continue to go down even deeper. To a summoning circle. With demon. So they are summoning demons. Here's Acolyte Porena. What are they doing down here? bad stuff, bro. I wonder if that's all just for flavor or if there's like some warlock quests that we'll have to do. Interesting. Interesting. And I don't have an alliance warlock, so some of that we're just gonna have to read. Okay. So I mean that was cool, I guess. They got a bonfire. Some real evil stuff going on there. Alright, so we're done with the mage quarter now. And now we're gonna blow through the park. That's gonna probably be a quick zone. I don't think there's a lot going on there. Oh, here's pyrotechnics. We can look at this. Maybe this is engineering. Oh no, that's probably in the old town. They just probably sell fireworks only.
Hey there.
Darian Singh. Yeah, he sells fireworks and the schematics to build fireworks. Interesting. That sounds like that's a very niche store. Blue Lock. Alright, so now we're going to pop on over to the park. I don't think there's anything else. I think we're good. Popping on over to the park. Making sure we're not missing anything shop-wise. We look good. Okay. So, Caretaker Folsom. There's little docks there, but there's nothing. No specific flavor text. Crier Goodman, we can talk to him real quick.
What can I do for you?
Greetings and salutations, hero. I have the latest news from both continents and points beyond for your consideration.
Safe travel.
Cool, but he doesn't actually say anything. Alright, what's the point of the park? Now later on, this becomes the entryway to the port. That's clearly not a thing yet. Now it's just a nice park. What is this place? Okay, like an empty, clothy type of shop. It's like, this is like under construction. This section. Officer Pomeroy. If you needed Argos Night Whisper, if you needed Druid trainers, Sheldress Moontree, even within cold stone walls such as the ones that shelter this town, one may find tranquility and peace. In fact, you may find them everywhere you are. Simply look inside yourself for such balance. So this way you don't have to travel around the world to get Druid training. If you're in Stormwind, you can still get it. And I forgot what this place is called. I didn't look. Here's some more books. War of the Ancients. Just a sort of an inn, but nobody even works here. What's up with this weird, empty part of town? What about in the kitchens? Just meat on the table. No one back here. Down in the cellars. No one. Okay. So just sort of like a under construction devoid with that. There's a book in there. What is that place even called? It doesn't even have a name. Okay. Got some arrows. I wonder if there's hunter trainers somewhere in here. Well, it looks like there could be. It's a kind of a shop. Could have hunter trainers. Kelly Grant and Kimberly Grant. Don't know who they are. Maldron, another druid trainer over here.
Peace be with you.
Says the same thing as the other guy. Imelda. I don't know who these people are. Here we have, looks to be maybe a
Hello.
Shilamir. She says the same thing as the other herbalist trainer. She's a jerk. I don't know why herbalists are such jerks. Like, okay, you're good with plants. Like, I don't know why you gotta be mean. Okay, and that's about it for the park. There's a priest trainer, Medeiros. Actually, I used to work with somebody with that last name. There's another druid trainer. There's the priest trainer. Elune be with you, paladin. She'll train you in priestly ways, but as worshipping Elune, which is kind of neat. And this last little shop, this is kind of like nothing. It's cut off. It's like a half a bar. Okay, so that's the park. kind of like a zone under construction. It's like a holding spot if you really, really wanted nature-y type things. Specifically. Oh, here's a stable master out here too.
How may I help?
So,
Be
does
careful.
that mean there's a hunter trainer somewhere nearby? Weird, bro. I don't actually see hunter trainer anywhere. So you can at least address your pet, but... Okay. Oh, I can actually get a barrel of milk? Heck yeah. And a rat? Give me that milk. Nothing better than a nice barrel of milk. Brandon, Justin, and Roman. They're ready to fish. Food crate. I'm homeless. I like food. Maybe there's something better than Darnastian Blue in that food crate. Alright, so the next area is Cathedral Square, and that's where we're going to go next. And if Warcraft has taught me anything, it is, yeah, you should definitely just eat food from strange places. Nothing can happen bad. This place is called the Finest Thread, but nobody's in here. What are they like closing down shop? Like, what is going on? I guess I'm gonna go over to this food crate. Food pantry. You can go stand in line and get me some food. What kind of food you got in there? Is it yummy? What this guy said? What did I just get? A bunch of meat? I don't think I can cook that. Alright, so on we go into the Cathedral Square. Let's see what... Here's where I can find my trainer. Surprised I don't have a mission to go talk to him, but whatever. Just maces. Okay, it's in the name. Hey, I love maces, guys. What's up? Gregory
Hello.
Artis. May the light guide your path and aid you in your journeys. If you need any assistance browsing, I'll be right over here. Oh, I'm not going to buy any of those, but
See you around.
nice to know that you have maces for sale. That's a Stormwind City Patroller. Okay, so one whole chunk of the Cathedral District is devoted to just maces. Brother Christoph. Here's the actual cathedral itself. I imagine this is where we're going to find my trainer. Okay. And we've got Thomas the Altar Boy, Brother Sarno, Duthorian role. He does have a quest for me, but I'm not high enough level for it. Arthur the Faithful.
What can I do for you?
He can train me, and also he could help me
For the
unlearn my
Alliance.
talents, but I don't want to. But I'm going to want to do that with my druid. I mean, my shaman. And Lord
King's honor,
Grayson
friend.
Shadowbreaker, same deal. So that is my paladin trainers, like we mentioned, as well as Catherine the
King's
Pure.
honor, friend. Farewell.
So those are all paladins that can train me. Another little cloistered room to the side here, which can take us, I guess, deep under the church. Okay. And under the church is a path still further deeper under the church. Okay, so similar to the Warlock area. Interesting the parallels to the light and the dark. That they are ultimately... Ooh. Okay, so wrong. That's where the parallel ends. This does not go even deeper. I guess it makes sense that a church would have like a crypt. Or... Oh, there is a way further down. Okay. Alright, so the setup is a little bit different, but there is a way deep into these crypts here. Okay. Interesting, but not really because it's just scenery. Yeah, this is kind of different. It like snakes around. You don't see a lot of kind of crypts like this. This is why I devoted an entire episode to exploring Stormwind, because look how much time we're spending just doing nothing other than exploring the town. I usually don't even do this on every one of my characters. Okay, Bishop Farthing. Archbishop Benedictus. Gazin Tenerum. Brother Joshua.
You need something?
Do not turn your back on the light, Paladin. It may be the one thing that saves you someday. And High Priestess Lorena. So we have
Well
our
met.
priest trainers here as
Safe
well.
travels.
Brother Benjamin is another priest trainer.
Hey there.
Same kind of deal. I like how he's got a hood in that picture. That's cool. Shayna Fuller. So here's
Right
where we can get our
behind you.
first aid training. Cool.
Be careful.
Okay. And Brother Cassius is a reagent
Need help?
vendor.
For the Alliance. Light be with you.
So he's basically saying the same thing that the mace guy said to me. So they all have a slight spin. Depending on what little district they're in the generic response that they give. Okay, so we've explored the main church proper. Christoph. What is this? This is Orphan Matron Nightingale. Is
Hey
Orphan... There are costs with War Paladin, ones often overlooked. Those costs are the orphans, children who have lost their parents to the far too numerous conflicts that rage across Azeroth. Those children, who have no one else to turn to, often come here to live until they're old enough to fend for themselves. 1 week out of the year during the spring, the Alliance takes time to give something back to these innocents. This time is called
Safe travels.
Children's Week. There's just some random orphans. So I guess Children's Week already exists. I did not realize that. I thought that was a later addition. That did. But I guess so. It had to come out in Classic because they were already doing it the next iteration in... There's the Orphan Matron. In, that's the favorite Orphan of the Week. There's the boy Orphan of the Week. Their parents can put it on their the bumper sticker on their car. Oh, wait. Okay. So, off to this side here, we have... I don't even know. What is this place? City Hall. Okay. We got a quest in here. Neat. Bearskin rug.
How are you?
Alright, Barros Alexton is humble beginnings. It seems an eternity since I was a boy working the farm in Westfall. They say you can never go back. And it's true. Doubly true in my case. My family's home has been burned down and taken over by thieves. I've spoken with my father about the fate of some of my possessions, including my first compass. He was unable to save them. However, he also says that they should be hidden away on the farm. You'll find the Alexton farmstead west of Sentinel Hill. Perhaps you could go and retrieve it for me. Alright, so this is something that as we go into Westfall, we now have a reason, once we complete Westfall, to come back here to Stormwind. And that actually will probably tie us into the stockade. This is Royal Factor Bathrelore. Welcome to Stormwind. I am one of the city's officers, aiding the citizenry of the city through our census bureau. If you're in need of locating someone specific, then I might be able to assist you. Through arcane methods and sharpened mental discipline, I am able to access these records. If you have business with me, then please proceed.
See you around.
Weird, so I wonder if he is specifically tied to a certain quest. The way he's talking, that seems like it. So that's cool. So we picked up a real quest. The Argent Dawn. Alright, anybody in here? No, they're empty. Weird. So why are the Argent Dawn empty? I don't know, but it's nice to know they have a little branch here. Okay, so next we have the Dwarven District, and then we'll have Stormwind Keep. So we are close to wrapping this up. The Dwarven District, of course, being another full-size district to do. That one we'll actually get to work on our skills. I should finally be able to learn mining there. And the castle should be interesting. We should see some notable NPCs. What is this place? Ol Emma. I don't know what Ol Emma's story is, but okay. Just chilling out there. Okay, there's Brandon fishing. I think we saw Brandon before. And here we go, ready to go into the Dwarven District. Is this an actual shop we can go to right here? No. Okay. Last real district, not counting the castle itself. That's an entrance into it. We're going to skip that for now. We do have some deliveries still. Okay. So we'll wrap our way around here. Make sure we're not missing anything on the outside. Oh, we got a couple little shops. Oh, that's just a... It's not even a shopping, just... Ooh, Cutthroat Alley. What's this place? Okay. Literally like a little shady alley. Huh. What is this place? Weird. It's just like secret entry to a person's house. There's so many like little... And I hear like a bellows or something. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. I wonder if there's a quest tied into that later, or like maybe if you're a rogue or an SI7 quest. Huh. Okay. We have another little shop here. It looks like it is a potential holding space for a armor shop or something. Leather worker shop, something of the sort. Okay. All right. Isaiah. I guess it's probably what they want it to be, but not the normal spelling of Isaiah. That will be the entrance to there, which we're not doing yet. We're going to go into the Dwarven District proper now. Orfman. Okay, so first things first. We have this smoky little tavern here. Brohan Caskbelly from the Explorers League. Wilder Thistle Nettle. No one at the bar. Weird. And no one in the kitchen. Go up downstairs. Hanging out with the beer. Not even in the Dwarven District. I like the people in chat. What's the next holiday? The person says President's Day. Waka waka waka. Although I am ready for that 3-day weekend. I'll tell you that. One more work week. But let's enjoy this weekend while we're at it. The old Super Bowl weekend coming up. Not particularly, like, into either of the teams. Anyway, if you've been following me, you know my team already got rapidly bounced out of the playoffs. So I don't really have a dog in the fight here. But that could be fun, too. I mean, just wanted that way I just am free to hopefully see a good football game. No stress. No stress, just bitterness. Okay. Yeah, there's not a lot going on in the Dwarven District here. Interesting. What's this guy? Ah, here we go. We got a mining supplier.
Great to meet you.
Don't let the humans in the bazaar fool you, lad. With the subway those gnomes built, it's easier than you might think to transport goods from Ironforge. If they try to tack on import fees, just tell them you're gonna buy gear from me.
I already have the mining pick, and she just otherwise sells coal and flex and stuff that you need down the road. Here's Gelman Stonehand, the mining trainer.
Yeah, you interrupted me. See, that's a blasted good reason to do so.
Train me, thank you.
Up with you.
Give me the power of smelting. Smelting is what I need. Yep. It's normal. Just think about that. And now, turn on fine minerals. Cool. I don't know why he is hanging out up here instead of like around places where he could do his job.
Do your dang job, man.
Is this a little smelting art? Can I smell right here? That's not a forge. What is it? I guess just like a... Like, I don't know, a pot of coal or something. Okay, this is a guns vendor, Thulman Flintcrag. I don't need your guns. Arator is anti-gun. He will never use one. Actually, I guess you could hypothetically train in guns. Maybe? Can you? Maybe not. I don't know. Borg is Steelhand. He's a weapon crafter.
What are you daft? That's not a weapon, that's a dinner knife. I don't train amateurs.
Sorry, bro.
What can I do
Axe
for you?
merchant. I don't do axes.
Well met.
You've come looking for the finest craftsmanship on this, or any other continent in the world, then you've come to the right place.
Grimand Elmore says.
Grimand Elmore at your service.
Elmore's task.
You're here to help with my delivery? Very good.
Okay.
What's on your mind?
Stormpike's delivery.
The Stormpikes are a respected dwarven clan and are well known for their fine and discerning tastes, so it's no wonder that Gringer Stormpike, a mountaineer of Ironforge, commissioned me to craft him a weapon. The weapon is finished, but Mountaineer Stormpike is far away in distant Loch Modan. If you plan on travelling to the north, can you deliver this package to him? My last message from Mountaineer Stormpike said he's stationed at the northern guard tower in Loch Modan. I don't think I actually want this quest, because Stormpike's delivery... I'll keep it for now, but we're probably going to drop it. That's a breadcrumb quest, which we already have on another character that takes you to Loch Modan, and I don't think we're not going to Loch Modan with this character. That's just a way that if you wanted to, you could find a reason, Shoni the Silent, to jump over from the human questline, Elwyn Forest, over to Loch Modan. So I would keep it actually for a long time, except for that it's taking up that space in my inventory. That part's not cool. What is this place? Huh. It's like a dwarven, like, hall, like for politics or, I don't know, dance parties or something. Weird. Again, maybe it's used in certain events. Officer Brady, there he is again, just patting around. Ooh, is this my little area for smelting and stuff? Expert blacksmith.
How are you?
Therum Deep Forge.
You have some skill about you, hammer and anvil, but not enough. Go speak to Dane Lindgren and he'll get you ready to learn what I have to
Keep
teach.
your feet on the ground.
What's his name? Hank the Hammer. Love it. Wish my name was... No, I don't. Take it back. I don't want my name to be Hank the Hammer, but it's still pretty cool. Alright, so we picked up a little bit of mining. And now let's... with the tiny bit that I have... So let's see what we got. That says 81. Mine's actually better. So I'll stick to the bracers, 45. Even though I don't even have those. Just for the points in blacksmithing, and I'll sell it. Get it out of my inventory, but that's... all that's worse than what I have. So I'm behind. I need the rocks and stuff. Alright, let's find a shop. Kaida Deep Forge. Okay, so see, that's cool. But I'm 160. I'm gonna keep that right there for now. Alright, so that's where I came in. This area, that's Genova's Stone Shield. She also is a pet person. Here is our hunter trainer.
Welcome.
Elnris.
Can I help your training? You should look for a paladin trainer.
Wolf-eared Iron Beard.
Very good.
Iron Beard. That's a cool name.
What can
Thorfinn
I do
Stone
for you?
Shield.
See you soon.
Okay. And they all sleep in that one bed together. 3 hunters, 1 bed. There looks to be a quest over here too. There's more of those sentinels. Here is the tram. Ah, look at this. Let's enter it. I'm gonna find out what happens if you go through. Like, do you just teleport, or do you have to ride the tram? Look, the Deep Run tram. Now, I'm not taking the tram over there, but... Look, that's a little electronic board here. Now, There is like an Easter egg in there if we really wanted to walk that far. I don't really want to walk that far right now, but if you're ever interested in checking it out and you haven't seen it, it's kind of like basically being on a ride at Disney. If you go deep enough down, about halfway in between Ironforge and Stormwind, there's like an area where you can see like trogs and stuff. Nipsey, but it's changed now.
Honored, I'm sure.
You look like you could use some work, fella. You should board the tram and visit my brother Monty at the Ironforge Deep Run Tram Depot. I'm sure he has something you could do. Nah, and I don't want to buy your
Alright, then.
Babs either. Alright, so I'm cool. That's about as much as I want to explore the Deep Run Tram. I don't want to take it all the way to Ironforge. And I don't need to explore the Easter egg. There's not like dialogue or anything you do. I think later on when the expansions they do flesh it out. Later on there's also, I mean, you get the Fight Club or whatever. Just down there. Make your way into whatever it's called, Brawlers Club. What is this quest? Deep Run Rat Roundup. See, it's... But it's not really there. It says it's there. But as he just said, you have got to take the tram over and pick it up in Ironforge. So, yeah, we're not doing it. Sorry, guys. We'll do it on our other character on in a couple episodes when we have the when we do the hunter and he explores Ironforge. We'll do it on that side. All right, so all we have to do is explore the Stormwind Keep. And that will be wrapping it up for us. And on my own, I will walk over to Westfall. So here's the keep itself. There's some interesting things in this keep. Let's explore as we go. So we have Caledra Dawnbreeze. Don't know her story. There's a lot of books can only be found here. Lord Barles K. Wishock, the House of Nobles. Count Remington Ridgewell, so I don't know what the story is behind those guys. But, yes, there are things and stuff here. So if we continue down this path, now, actually, Stormwind Keep is more or less in the same spot. This little central park area is still part of Stormwind Keep. Got those doors. Not sure if it looks exactly the same. What is off this way? We're going to find out. King Lane the First. Here's a statue honoring King Lane the First. Liege Lord of Stormwind, Defender of Azeroth. Lady Mara Fordragon, the High Clerist of Stormwind, patron of the refugees who fled to Lordaeron after the First War. She was the bright mother of our future. May she rest in the light. I didn't realize this plaque also said little things. She doesn't get one that looks like Illyria's. This little bust. There's Lady Dina Kennedy. Yeah, look, these are the other heroes of the war. They don't go in. Grand Admiral Dalen Proudmoore, commander of the Alliance fleet, friend of Stormwind. Yeah, real good friend. He almost caused major war. Looking for cuties or cadets. I saw that hardcore cuties. What do you have to have a female character only to be in that? Okay. Little park is open. Oh, look, it actually like changes the map when you're on that park. Alright, so here is a little library. This is where a lot of the books can be found. Daniel Tavald.
How are you?
King Anduin has placed great importance on learning and thus has provided funds for making copies of various tomes and writings available to the public. Very simple. You bring me a library script and I can give you a copy of one of the available
Safe
books.
travels.
Interesting. Yeah, see, look right here. Kaldrai and the Well of Eternity. Draconic for Dummies. So there's a lot of books, Lord Gregor Lescavar, that can be found here, and many can only be found here. Milton Sheaf. So if you are curious and you're trying to go for the well-read achievement, you'll find a bunch there.
Not all of them. There are some you just have to travel. There's a couple that are only in dungeons. the list is quite long. There is no achievement list now, but okay. So now we're gonna go deeper into the keep. We've done the kind of beginning part. There's a couple small rooms off to the side as we go up. Interesting. So here's cool. Here we have King Anduin Wren, who is a baby. High Lord Bolvar Fordragon, who we know eventually is going to become the Lich King, and he's going to become an Undead Death Knight. Look at him with his hand out. Oh no, what has he got? A staff? A torch. And Lady Katrana Prester, who we know is actually Onyxia. Lady Prester glares at you. Okay, so Thelman Slatefist is the Alterac Valley Battlemaster. I'm now neutral with the Stormpike Guard.
Sorry, Paladin, but you need to be more experienced before you can survive in Alterac Valley.
Be good.
The Arathi Basin Battlemaster,
He's
Lady
on it,
Hotchem. They have their own rep as well. Sorry, Paladin, but you need to be more powerful before I can allow you to enter Arathi
Safe
Basin.
travels.
The Warsong Gulch. We've already talked to them.
I am honored.
Okay, they will take us. And this dude, Alliance Brigadier General.
Talk to me.
The war against the Horde has reached full tilt, Arator. This is a time of great need for the Alliance, and it's quite necessary that all of us do our part. The Silverwing Sentinels are at war with the Warsong Outriders due to the destruction the Orcs are causing to the forest. There are, however, more reasons to defend this particular forest than plain love for nature. The forest forms a strategic barrier that makes Ashenvale defendable against a large-scale attack. Doubt that Ashlar would last a day or two before being annexed to the Barrens. Do your part in fighting the Warsong Outriders, Arator, for the Alliance. So we need 3 marks of honor. And I think you get those from winning. I don't quite remember. We're not doing it. What do you get if you do that? What the heck is the point? 11 silver. Hope you do not. We're not doing that quest right now. Good to know. Okay, Grand Admiral Jess Tereth. Mithras Ironhill. Okay. What I'm looking for, and I didn't see him. Looking for group for the stocks. See, I want to be part of that soon. That's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be doing our best. There is one of these 2 rooms. I wonder if it still exists. For twinking, my favorite. There's Bishop DeLavy. Nothing else in here. I'm going to be bummed if you can't do twinking. I mean, I'm not going to do it, but yeah. So one of these rooms is typically Twink Haven. I think we already passed it. Major Samuelson. Yeah. So maybe I just missed it. But the old infamous experience eliminator usually hides out in one of these buildings. And that is where you can turn off your XP in order to twink. I love doing. Or I used to love it back in the day. Alright, so that is it for this episode. We've explored all of Stormwind. We picked up some quests. We might not actually do most of them. We did a couple trivial quests. I will, on my own here, hike back out and then take us right up to Westfall for our next episode. But I'll log. Maybe we'll do the hike as we warm up next time. So we'll just kind of get us at least to the front gates. But that was cool. It was interesting. There's some NPCs. It's not quite as I thought we would kind of get more lore out of all that, but we really didn't. We just walked around and kind of looked at some small little nooks and crannies. Honestly, I don't do it that much because the cities are so big. They're almost like overwhelming, and I find myself just going bam, bam, bam to the things I specifically need and not enjoying it. That's kind of why I was hoping on an RP server you'd see some cool things. I've actually seen back in the day
some actual RPing taking place. And this is the only RP server, and it's just doesn't exist. Maybe they exist on live. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for watching, for listening. I hope that you enjoyed it, this weird little romp through Stormwind. But yeah, I'll see everybody next time on Lore of Warcraft.